G'day YouTube. I'll start the video as I always do. Sorry, it's been a while. It's been very busy here, but I thought it was about time to do a greenhouse tour, and I'll try and do a outdoor tour shortly as well before it really cools down. We're coming to autumn here now. It's a bit of a grey, very cloudy day. Lots of rain lately. Oh, something's kicking on. So yeah, I'll give you a walk around and we'll check out what's been going on in the greenhouse. So right at the front door here, you'll see this beautiful Ame I picked up at a plant show last weekend. I thought this was neat. He's cut a big picture off the main plant and just tied it to the pot hanger so you could see what it would look like in maturity. Now this is one of EP's females, so I'm very excited about that. I've just got it hanging by the door here because it's in sphagnum moss, which I really don't like, so I will get around to repotting that and I'll find a good spot for it. Now come along. So I've got a passion fruit there. That was actually, I had rats getting into the greenhouse and they were dropping seeds in some of the pots over here, so I decided to pull one of the seedlings out when I was repotting stuff and threw them in a pot, and probably next spring I'll chuck that in the garden. Next to that is this beautiful Raja crossrod cantlii, which is just getting some serious size now. That's just such a beautiful picture. And once they mature and get some real size on them, they are absolutely stunning. But this is going to be due for a repot. I'm toying with the idea of trying it outside. Rob Cantley goes outside for me just fine. We'll see what I decide to do. Next to that, little Rob Cantley across the Leucoides. No pictures on it at the moment. This one got tiny lid syndrome, maybe it's sulking because I repotted it. You'll see under here I've got a whole bunch of Drosera seedlings started. And these are just from market plants. You can see the price tags from the plant fair I haven't put away yet. There's some more Drosera in the domes here as well. Nothing too exciting. Just nice cheap plants for when I do those markets. And next to that, I am absolutely in love with this hybrid. This is Spathulata cross Lavicola that I made with a mate of mine. I sent him the pollen. And that is just absolutely stunning. You can see here it is just covered in pictures. It's got a whole bunch of basils coming out now. Now that's one of the basil pictures. I think I've even still got the date. Nope, I don't have the date on this, but I don't think it's quite 2 years old yet from seed, which that size is absolutely spectacular. See, that one sort of faded off, but how can you go wrong with that? Next to that is a beautiful female Veitchii. A real nice tall peristome on this one. Fairly squat body. I just shuffle some things. I might have to do some shuffling throughout. And that's the newest picture there. The striping on this is just gorgeous. So I'm very excited to have that, and hopefully another year or so I might be able to get a flower out of it. Bear with me while I just take that off. It's always dangerous moving stuff around. You're always going to knock something or snap a tendril. But I do want to get in behind these plants. So see here, nice nebularum from EP. That picture just popped the other day. No stripes on this one yet. It might come through. I think you can't quite see it, but just on the cleft of the lip there is a single stripe. Older picture there. Those things just start to chug along quite nicely. So I'll just hang that there and try not to drop anything. You can see a Heliophora newtons there. I think that might be a Newton's cross heterodoxa or something along those lines. Now, in front here, gorgeous little Hamada. And I think I've actually mixed the tags up on this. And I think this is the Lamut, Tambabusi cross Lamut. I'm going to have to show some photos to a few people and see what we come up with there. And I think my Lamut is still in the fridge inside. Next to that's a nice little Colossi. And Mikey Eye behind that. I'll zoom you in a bit. It's a bit easier than trying to jam the camera in. But yeah, Mikey Eyes chug along nicely. Since I got all this live Spagnum in, everything's just loving it in here. Little Aristolochoides cross Edwardsiana. Lingulata cross Edwardsiana. And the colour on that is just stunning. See another picture back there. It's got a new picture hiding back here. Nice little Spectabilis cross tenuis from Old World Botanicals down Tasmania. Some flava that I'm trying to recover. These were looking a bit rough. Hopefully got them happier now. Nice little mirror I picked up recently. Hopefully starts getting a bit more squat pictures soon. Got a Maxima wavy leaf with this beautiful leaf coloration. You can see it's just started in that new leaf, but this is the BE clone with the big purple leaves and the green peristome. So I'm just kicking the hose out of my way under my feet. You might see a bit of this white here. That was just a fungicide. I periodically spray in here when I think about it from time to time with fungicides and pesticides. Just make sure I keep everything under control. Coming around. This I'm super excited about. It's a gorgeous little Palawanensis, again from Old World Botanicals. It's the Captive Exotics clone. Now, it's not much at the moment, but that is going to be a gorgeous plant when it matures. I got a little Lolii hiding in next to that. Labrada. Taliensis cross Spectabilis next to that. Nebularum cross Trosmadiensis. Linoidioi, which that sort of had a bit of a sulk when I moved it out of the fridge, but you can see there the new leaf is looking good. And the Peltata with the gorgeous red leaves next to that. I think there is a nice picture tangled up in here, and I can get it. Yeah, it's quite a tall clone. I still really want some nice squat Peltata, but they'll do me for the moment. Coming into the bigger plants, got one of my Edwardsiana that I moved back here. Yes, there's another picture hiding back there. That is Trosmadiensis cross Edwardsiana, and this is beautiful and striped when it first opens. Let's see if you're not going to see properly in there. That's a picture that's opened right in the shade in between the pots, as they typically do. But tenuis there, I think that's my female. Yes, that's my female one. And you got this flickweed just pops up everywhere. So trying to get that under control. Unfortunately, this Jacqueline picture popped early. Always seem to have trouble with this plant with that. But when they don't pop early, looks like that is just a stunning species, this. So hopefully that'll, now that I've got that out of the fridge, it was just burnt. You can see the old leaves. This was just burning on the lights. Sulking a little bit since it's moved out here, but I think that should settle in nicely. Patent boreai. I'm just trying to see if there's a picture. Nah, No pictures on that at the moment, unfortunately. Again, it's just been moved out of the fridge, so it might take a little while to acclimatise. Beautiful Babigiae. This is a seed-grown one, huge lid on it. But that's really looking good now. That's the whole plant there. Nice fresh jambam picture coming. Nice one there as well. This had to be cut out of the fridge because it gotten so big. You can see another Babigiae picture in there. There's another Rusticloides hiding in there. This thing just kept flowering like mad in the fridge. And I've bent it over. The pot is back there somewhere. I've bent it over trying to get basils. It's just had a bit of a funny, this small leaf growth. And I think it's going to try and flower again. So I want to try and break that cycle. But moving around, you got a Rocco Cross Lavicola from my own breeding. And that thing's just a weed. That is growing so fast. The Rocco parentage really gets them moving. And the beautiful striped peristome. This one's just popping now. Rusticloides cross Chosmadiensis. Oop. A really nice dark ovata there. Very nice chunky little pictures. That coloured up quite a lot under this. Once it got under this light. Next to that, I can take this one down easily. This is just a beautiful Ephipiata. You can see there, just trying to get some light on that. Just starting to get the lid bristles. Gorgeous little pictures. That one's just fading. I've been feeding this heavily. I really want to just jump in size, and you can see that it really isn't. I got this not much more than a year ago, and it was, barely clearing the sides of a 68mm seedling pot. So I'm really happy with those growth rates. Get him back up there. And we'll just do a shuffle along. So if I'm trying to dance around this flower spike on my Veitchii K Cross M and tripping over the hose again. It's a nice basil picture. A LVB VMV Edwardsiana there. Hand's getting a bit sore. I broke a finger just over a month ago that is still a bit tender. Another Babigiae there. It's a BE clone. This is Babigiae again. This is BE's best clone, which is their Pig Hill one. Down there. Let's see. A really nice Vogelii from EP. It's a male cutting I got off a mate of mine. In behind that is Alyssa Petrana or Raja Cross Babigiae. Another Jacquelinie there is about to pop. You see this little Niagara cutting I got here. Again, it's tiny leaves, so I've just bent it over, trying to get it to basil. What else is in there? Singolana Cross Lolii. I'm not sure if I've even seen this picture yet. Again, got the nice lid bristles from Lolii sticking out there. It's a nice one. Ventricosa sibuensis cross Hamagadhensis cross Lavicola. I'm sure I got that name wrong, but there we go. Pull you back. Nice little Casiana I grew from seed. You see a Ping Gigantea in here. Nice little flower on it. You can see I've got a couple of these cuttings of my female Platykyla. I have to reorganize everything once I finish this video. Nice Paluanensis in front of us here. This just got put up into a bigger pot. Nice little pictures on it, but it's just starting to really jump up in size, so this should be a really nice looking plant soon. I found the pictures don't seem to last long for me. I don't know if it's my care or I'm fertilizing too much, or maybe it was just whinging because I repotted it. Try not to knock anything over. Ooh, here's a nice one. Have a look at this. It's Lolii Jacquelineae cross Macrophylla. That is just such a gorgeous plant. That peristome keeps getting bigger. I can't wait for that thing to get some real size on it. You can see here, nice big leaf jump. Raja cross Veitchii. Check out the leaf speckling. That is just stunning. You're sort of burying some new plants. What have we got here? Ventricosus sibuensis cross Naga Bongzo, which is my huge black one you might have seen in my backyard tours, crossed with Lavicola. And it looks like the black pitchers is crossed with Maxima Dark, but the black pitchers are carrying through with it. Cross Veitchii M, same female. That is just pitch black, that one. This is, I think, my favourite cross out of it. But check out the shape on that. This is that Vent Sib Naga Bongzo crossed with Truncata Lolii. So this could be absolutely gorgeous when it matures. Hopefully just like a giant Ventricosa Lolii, but really nice dark colours. Here's that Raja Veitchii, speckled leaves. I'm actually going to move this plant. This is a Veitchii burp cross Veitchii I got in recently. He's just getting smothered in there. Trosmatiensis cross Rob Cantley. I think we're coming in to look at this Platykyla picture. That's my female. Oh, I missed out on the Babigiae cross Edwardsiana just gorging itself on ants. You see I've got a couple in there, very, very slow, but they're getting there. There's a nice Veitchii. This is the 4033 from BE. And just sort of make out a picture hiding in there. This is a cutting of my original male Veitchii, and this is another male Veitchii cutting hiding in there, just sort of settling in. That's a big cutting I took of my female Lolii Veitchii, because the main plant got root rot. I've touched on in other videos, so I took a lot of cuttings, just trying to save it, and I did strike the cuttings, and they're starting to picture now. And I've also salvaged the main plant, which I'm super excited about. Anything else on this table I haven't? You can see after that, this is all just bulk cuttings. You got some Truncata hybrids back there. A few other interesting ones coming up, but nothing's definitely really struck yet. So we're waiting a while to see anything interesting there. So nice little Peltata Jacquelineae. You can see there, just the beautiful red leaves when it freshly opens. And behind that, let's see if I can get the right angle and zoom in, that is my male Platykyla. It's had some nice pictures on it. You can see it vining up through the back there. So hopefully I can get both the male and females flowering for me soon. Back to the middle. How is this Truncata? And that is just stunning. You can see a couple of the older pictures there. This one hasn't started fading yet. The peristome does redden up a bit, and so does the picture body. It does do this truncata thing where the top of the picture dies off, and the body seems to last forever. I tend to just load them up with fertilizer when that happens and try and rot them a bit faster, but give it plenty of feed at the time. Another older picture there. And that's getting some serious size as well. It's bigger than my hand there. And this new leaf that's coming is huge. I know this has still got a long way to go to a full maturity, but I'm trying to keep it in the greenhouse as long as I can, but we'll see what happens there. Next to that, a little Rocco Cross Veitchii I made. These are looking pretty nice, actually. It's starting to fade, but nice striping on the picture there, on the peristome. Might throw him over there. Give it a whole heap of light. So that nice Platykyla. It's one of the BE clones. Unfortunately, right next to the fan here, this does dry out a little bit. I might need to move it. But it's starting to vine now. So might have to make some space on the floor for that once it gets going. Got all the seeds there. You can see I've just started clearing out some of this space. These are all new crosses, mostly my own breeding. There's a few seeds I've got off mates and things like that as well. But I just cleared that out into these cell trays. So I think there's about 525 seedlings in there. Mind the mess, and another 450 down there. So there's a lot coming up. Some really cool, interesting stuff. And a lot of these ones here are actually just faster, easy growing, your more sort of beginner plants, especially for people who don't want the same old things, Ventrata, Rebecca Sopa, Ventricosa, that everybody else has, everybody else can grow. Hoping these will be a little bit more interesting, but still super easy going. They should all grow perfectly fine outside, and they will be outside my hanging space as soon as they're big enough. Below the seeds, you got cuttings and various things on this shelf. I should actually touch on this. I've got my seed-grown Amorphophallus titanums. These things struggled a little bit when I got them, but now I'm sort of getting things a bit more refined for them, and they're really taken off here. This thing's got 4 growths on it now. 2 new ones coming. That's probably the original one there. This one stood up. So that's going to be cool to watch them mature. I have no idea what I'm going to do, though, because these things get to 3.5 meters tall, and the ridge is 2.5. I think the top of the ridge is 2.5 meters, so it's not quite 2.5 meters inside here. Just below that, some really nice Boschiana, Zachariana Crispogellii. I'm actually really happy with this cross. Gorgeous little pictures on it, and these things are absolutely pumping in size. You've got various things that I've made. These 2 trays I've put aside for myself. Stuff like Platykyla, Cross Maxima Dark. There was only 3 of those, I think, from the Grex. Got a couple of the Platykyla Cross Veitchii. These ones I just put aside for myself. This one because it was the fastest growing. This one because it was bright red, even in the leaves, though under focus. Now I've moved its position a bit, it's a bit shaded. It's gone back to green, so maybe I'll throw that back under the light. What else is in there? Some seed-grown Veitchii. various things. Some are seed grown, some are plants I've bought, just little things I've put aside for myself. Same with this mid section through here, just some smaller stuff that I'm keeping. And this, now you're coming into all the nursery stock. There's going to be some more of these Lowlii veitchii, cross veitchii. I'm just trying to grow them out a bit more, get some size, see how they look before I want to choose some of those for myself, because I'm super excited about them. Some more of the Bent Sibnaga Bongzo crosses. Here's a real solid one. Doesn't have the colour of the one above, but Cross Maxima Dark. Some more Lowlii veitchii. That one's gorgeous. Some Lowlii veitchii cross Leonardioi. Cross Maxima Dark, cross Josmadiensis in there. What else is there? Shuffling. I think I need to get ready for an update again. So there's some more Putty Kyla cross veitchii. There's a few more of them in here. Some Lowlii veitchii cross Labicola from the original Grex. These ones actually got root rot, and I've salvaged them, so just giving them a bit more growth. Maxima Wavy cross veitchii. Maxima Wavy cross Dark. Gee, some of these, look at the colour on these. These are looking really nice at a small size, so this is interesting to see how they mature. Some Rocco crosses in there, and some more of the Boschiana, Sacchariana hybrids. Made some Bent Red Maxima Dark, hopefully a better looking Red Leopard. But we'll see how they grow out. Okay, so I might start back at this end of the greenhouse again. We'll zoom you out. Clipiata, just gorging itself on ants. I should actually get in, just make sure these guys aren't farming any nasty pests or anything. This is Raja cross Burpetti. Just coming to a bigger pot there. There's another Clipiata back there, and a Lowlii truncata, which the tip aborted on, but it looks like it's coming good. My Bongzo, which, I don't know, it looked like it was coming good. Now it's stalled again. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I've sprayed it for everything. I wonder if it's maybe a fungal issue. It's been treated recently, so there's a bit of a wait and see situation there. Nice little minima coming into uppers there. This is actually a basil cutting of my Lowlii veitchii. This was the first time I ever did cuttings, and I think there was only 2 that took. And my mate's got one of them, but I think maybe I might load this one up onto eBay, because I've got that one I showed you before, and you'll see I've got some other big ones that I'm going to scatter around the garden in spring. So maybe someone wants a beautiful Lowlii veitchii female, and that's such a good breeder as well. Above that, I've got one of the BE 3437s. This is my second one, because I love my big one so much that I thought I'd give another one a go. Now here's the main plant of the Lowlii veitchii. It tried to give me a picture. It gave me this weird thing that actually just split on its own, and I don't know, something strange has gone on there, but the next attempt looks like it's going to work out nicely. So you actually got these 2 growth points here, which are single vines all the way from the base. And very hard to see in through here, but there's 2 more growth points from the original vine hiding back there. So hopefully once this really settles in, it'll give me a nice big display with lots of pictures. And yeah, you can see the pots hiding down there. Next to that, this beautiful Lingulata cross truncata. I've actually put the main plant straight out in the backyard. This was just a big cutting I took. I wanted to keep a second one. A couple of cuttings hiding back there as well. There's a few things hiding back there. There's a couple of Lavicola. This one here, which opened beautiful and striped, but under this strong light, it's sort of gone a bit red. I don't think I've got any fresh pictures on them at the moment. That's right. I'm sure we'll see more. Here's another Lavicola. This is coming into uppers, maybe intermediate. Beautiful dark. Not much stripes on this picture, but it's definitely given me much stripier, nicer looking pictures. There's another, I'd say, intermediate picture forming there. Got to get in there, but I would love it if it gave me a basil. I just want to see the lowers on it. It was absolutely stunning. I got another Amorphophallus. This is the Bulbifer. I knew I said I was going to do a video on Amorphophallus this year, but all the ones outside are looking real shady now. They die back and go dormant in winter. This is just, pushing its last bits of growth out. You can see there, that is a new bulb forming. Once it starts to die back, you can pop that off and plant it up next year. You can see them growing there as well. And you get more plants out of it. Then a beautiful Veitchii cross Vogelii. Don't know why I put it back there. It's such a stunning plant. But it is starting to vine forward, so we will see more of that moving forward. Above that, another Clipiata. Lolio cross Veitchii. Lolio cross Edwardsiana, sorry. And have a look at that peristome. That is gorgeous. It's been a pretty slow plant for me, but it is getting there. I got another Raja Veitchii behind that. This one doesn't have many stripes, but nice little pictures. Got a good one forming back there. I mean, the back plants here are seriously hard to get to, but as time goes, they'll grow and you can get a better look at them. Nice Clipiata picture there. We got Rocco Boschiana cross Veitchii cross Mollis. Have a look at the colours on that again. That is stunning. That Mollis really shone through on the peristome colours. I might move my little seat. Is there anything exciting up here? Nice little truncata Lavicola. I've been loving the Lavicola crosses. So I'm so excited. I've actually got two females that have flowered for me in the greenhouse here. So I managed to make a few more. There you go. There's a spike there. I can't remember what's on this one. I think I got some Nebularum, some Truncata Lolii maybe, a Truncata Fipiata. Yeah, I'd have to double check my list, but some of those are looking quite successful, which is good. This is another one of the Spathulata cross Lavicolas that I made. Platykyla cross Veitchii. This is the plant that made me want to remake that cross. We got male tenuous in there. My Inimus, that picture's just fading. Oh, that's just popped in the last day or so. And a nice Tentaculata upper picture behind that. You can see the darker intermediate hiding in there. Vogelii again, something got root rot. So I've got some cuttings. As you can see, this is a big cutting here. But these are just going to be backups so that if anything ever does go wrong with my main plant, I do I still have clones of it, and there's a couple Vogelii in here and a few more of the platychylers. Can't skip the Lolio truncata. I think this needs more sunlight. Whether I move it outside, new leaf is looking good. Well, see what happens with that. And this one's for Dylan. You got this gorgeous seed-grown Boschiana. There's another one of the Lolio Veitchii cuttings. It's got a nice picture coming back there. You can see a Vogelii lower hiding in there. What else is hiding amongst there? Got another Veitchii platychyla. Yeah, my own Grex of LVB. I've got a few of these scattered around. There wasn't really many, so I didn't actually offer them for sale, but I'll see how they grow and decide what to do with them down the track. Ooh, haven't seen this yet. Nice Rocco cross Veitchii there. Up above here, the colours on this LVB are looking really good. Nice purple pictures under good light. That one's a little bit less colour here, a bit more shade than where it was. Nice Spectabilis. Rob Marta. Got another platychyla here. I have to go underneath. That's a Spectabilis cross mirror. Not going to be able to get a good look at this platychyla. See the beautiful peristome on it. But that's just starting to vine as well. That's another one of the BE clones. In back there. Reach it. Nice upper picture just starting to open on my female Vogelii. This is the main plant. So you got this vine here. Now, the pot is down on the ground. These two basils, so I think that's the pot there with this beautiful Peltata platychyla. Yeah, that's the pot. Comes up. You see this? Maybe you can. You got a vine here, and a vine there, all on my Vogelii. Oh, let's swing around. That's a gorgeous picture there. See a few more fading now. It comes up. You can see it just poking up. Put my finger back there. There's another vine against the side of the greenhouse there, and this one here, which is up above my head. So it's got lots of good. Oh, so that's right. Yeah, it's got 3 great vines on it. So moving forward, I should have plenty of pictures and hopefully some more flowers soon. Here's another Lavicola spike. Maybe some Truncata Eddy pollen on here. Aristocoides, Veitchii. Ooh. I think they're just about ready. I think in the next couple of weeks I'm going to have to harvest a lot of seeds, I think. There's an upper picture on this Lavicola. See a few more here. But if I can dive in again. The lowers on this one, the peristome is just gorgeous. There's another one hiding down there. I'll work my way around. This huge trunk, or not actually huge, but a nice sized Truncata Fipiata. Getting a nice, good look at the toothpastey like exudate. Huge bucket mouth on this peltata cross Jacquelinio. Unfortunately, it's there you go. Some more, couple more spikes on the Lavicola. You can see the peltata Jacquelinio has just started throwing a whole heap of basils. So the main growth isn't picturing as much, but I'm actually hoping it's going to flower for me soon. You can see here my giant peltata. This thing just doesn't picture for me. I think it really wants to be landing in sphagnum moss, so I might need to shuffle some things around and see if I can't get that working better. And Nebularum cross Trismatiensis. There's another Lingulata cross Edwardsiana, and I actually think I like the smaller one better. Let's see the teeth on that versus the teeth on that at a small size. I reckon this one's going to be nicer, but we'll see what happens as they grow up. Up here, there's Behemoth Peltata Platykyla upper. A few more there. I think I saw one opening. Oh, the things I do to try and get a shot for the camera. Let's see if I can dig this out just as the sun pokes out to backlight it. Have a look at the peristome on that. Oh, that's a good sized picture. So out. This is just such a stunning plant. Again, it's not these pots just here. The pot is maybe, I think it's that side of the Vogelii pot, and it just runs up through the back of the greenhouse up to here and sit in the ceiling. I might need to extract this eventually. Yep. Got some more 3734 cuttings I did. Oh, it looks like there's a fresh picture on this one, so I'll move the Concrunculata across Edwardsiana. Pictures are on its side, but still a nice one. Typical, I still can't see the picture. It's hiding behind this predator leaf. So, for the reveal, but how nice is that? Now, this one's got Sam's name on it, so that one's going down to Tassie, and the other one on the left here is from my mate Andy, but he still hasn't picked that up. Next to that, some nice upper pictures on Predator. And behind that, a nice little Predator flower. So I'll try to figure out something cool to do with that. With the pollen, it's a male. Put this back up. And so there's 3 more big cuttings of the Lolii Veitchii. As I said, I'm just going to scatter around the garden and just enjoy them. And this way, I have backups of it. I can't lose the clone. And in front of that, I finally got my live Spagnum bench going. You might have seen I've been using this for a few photos from time to time. I've just given it a water, so it's holding a lot of moisture. You can see that there. So I try and drain out. Probably not the best thing to do, squashing the moss down. But the hardest thing about this is there was a little bit of some less desirable moss in it when I chopped it all over the bench. So every now and then I sit in front of it with a pair of tweezers and painstakingly remove the other moss. But give this another couple of months. It should look good. This section here doesn't look great, but you can see the live heads are starting to pop up. So I might just leave it. And you can always try and pick out some of this darker stuff. Oh, below that, nice slipper orchid coming into flower. I cleared out, a lot of my orchids are outside now, and I've really got to repot them and figure out what to do with them. But just a few of the nicer ones I kept in here to see if I could get them actually growing nicely. But yeah, I think that's everything for today. It's turned into a bit of a long video, 45 minutes. So I might try and get this uploaded, and till next time, cheers.